The next variation that we're gonna develop is gonna be the RDL. The Romanian deadlift can be loaded many ways, but we're gonna start with a nice simple dumbbell version, remembering that you can load this with a landmine, you can load this with a trap bar, you can load this with a barbell, you can load this with virtually any tool. Now, it's important, guys, if you can't deadlift from 8.75 inches, you definitely shouldn't be bending or hinging over to pick these things off the ground with that bad form. Until your client develops the ability to pick things up off the ground correctly, which you should be coaching regardless. I like elevating the load up onto boxes or a bench just like we have here. I'm gonna have Chad step up to the bench and utilize the hinging that we've been working the entire time. Soft knees, hips go back, good lat strong position. You'll pick the dumbbells up and then you'll step back. From there, again, we're looking from the power stance. We're looking at getting the head tall. We're looking at squeezing and irradiating at the hands. The most amount of sensory input we have is in the hands and the feet and a couple other areas that we don't want to talk about in this video. But the harder we squeeze the hands, the more strong and stable the shoulder. If we're looking at stabilizing the most inherently mobile joint of the body, I think it's a good idea to squeeze these dumbbells as hard as we can so that we can co-contract the upper body a little bit better. From there, soft knee position like we've been working, and he's gonna go into a pure hinge, aiming to get to that 13-inch height that we found through doing the stand back test. Once he's established that, we'll lock it out, just like he's doing here. Notice how Chad is not flying through these movements, guys. Motor learning happens at slow tempos. That allows you to really feel the movement and experience what it feels like to be in these positions. When we rush through these things with compensatory movements, we're potentially running the risk of a training injury. Until you've dominated the pattern, let's work through with nice controlled eccentric, a pause so that you can solidify that range of motion, and then nice, smooth sequence lockout position back to our starting point. Excellent. All right, once your client is ready for it, a great variation that you can use to enhance the feel of the RDL is to add a band. So I'm gonna have Chad here step on the band and get down to the dumbbells in a nice position. You will use a squat position to get up out of here and then get into your lockout. Now, the bands are constantly in tension, so you want to pull the slack out of the middle. Once you have that, you will have some tension pulling the dumbbells down, but we want to ensure co-contraction, good posture, ribs to hips, and all the same cues that we've been working and developing thus far. Soft knees, and then again, let's get those dumbbells at 45 degrees in the front. It's gonna make for a little bit more comfortable of a sliding glide. He's gonna hinge, hold, and then lock out. Good, again.